So I've been inside hundreds of homes, right? Maybe even thousands. Been inside hundreds of fucked up double wides. And while not the most fucked up, this one, it might just be the weirdest double wide ever. What's going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to Feeki Flips, the most dumbed down real estate channel on all of YouTube, because if I can make money doing this, then so can you. I'm a full-time real estate investor, done about 150 deals or so between flips, wholesales, holds, land, new construction, a little bit of everything. Today we are back with deal of the day. This is a good one, but as always a lesson in every single deal that we do. This is a great lesson for how misleading rehab costs can be sometimes. So I'll give you guys a full detailed tour of the inside so you can see all the knickknacks in there, and then we'll talk about some rehab stuff. But first, I just wanted to show you the outside and how normal this place looks. So this is just a regular ass double wide with a garage that you would see thousands of these things out here in Lyon County, Nevada. Really nothing weird about the home at all from the outside. Now the landscaping and this, it's a little weird. There's a lot of stone out here, and apparently the seller did all of this stuff himself, which is kind of a nice change from a lot of like junkyards that are the landscaping out in this area. But either way, this definitely takes the cake. So this stone structure, and you can see over here as well, all this stone that lines the entire property as a wall, he did all that himself too. So we have a drawbridge entry into this structure, and inside it's actually, allegedly, I haven't tested it, a fully functional sauna. But to me, it just kind of gives like dungeon vibes, especially with this. For the rest of outside, there's a few koi ponds around that I guess also are functional. And I just noticed this, and that's kind of like some foreshadowing, a precursor for what's to come for the mining theme for the inside of the house. Just remember that shape. So now the fun stuff, when you walk in the front door, you're greeted immediately with kind of that same shape, and this sticks out like pretty far. And this is definitely one of those homes that you just have to spend a ton of time looking around so you can start seeing all of the different weirdness that was this seller's projects. So as you walk onto the other side of the house, this was like the original master over here. So we had a bedroom on this side and then like closet and bathroom on this side. Now this definitely was not in the original master. And I'm not sure what this room was used for, but definitely not a bedroom. And I love all the lighting. And speaking of lighting, let's check out the bathroom. Look at all those. Okay, so you just walk into like this glorious, huge fucking bathroom. This is the bathroom of all bathrooms for double wides. And you can see here, a lot of this stuff is unfinished because we probably used to have double vanities here, and now it's just like this pedestal thing. All of this wood paneling that's everywhere. And I think I even missed the Sutro sign on the way in. Locals will know. And this, you could spend a couple hours in here trying to just figure out everything, all these little knickknacks and all the work that the seller did in here. Like even this, all this stained glass, I've never seen anything like this. This is a door to the toilet, but also you could still see who is ever shitting in there. So it's just to be cool, I guess. And even this one right here, same thing. This is just a window covering for the original window. It is insane. And so you have more of like the same type lighting. And then this is just a closet with a door that he probably welded up for basically no reason, just looks cool. So one closet on this side. And then we have our shower with the narrowest entry of all time in here for how big this bathroom is. I mean, it's kind of maybe hard to see on the camera, but this is probably, I don't know, 14 inches total. And then we have another closet on this side, more stained glass, more cool lighting fixtures, just a totally bitchin' bathroom, especially in a double wide in Stagecoach, Nevada. So if that wasn't strange enough, when you walk through here, the seller clearly didn't get to finish his vision for the entire home, because you walk into the kitchen and it's just regular old 1990s double wide finishes. So I'm very curious what this would have looked like if he finished it. And if it's anything like that master bath, that would have been the weirdest double wide of all time. So here's the thing. The seller on this home was cool as fuck. One of the nicest, easiest sellers we've ever dealt with as far as like transactions go and just being compliant and easy to work with and things like that. Obviously, he put a ton of work into this property, and I can't imagine the hours that he spent inside and outside here doing all of this stuff to his specific taste. The problem is his specific taste is so small. Like for someone who is like his twin, this is like the most bitchin' house in the world. But for the other 99.9% of people, they would much rather just have regular quote finishes. And that's what's really tough about houses like this, is that they cost just as much, if if not more, to rehab than a home that like looks really, really distressed, destroyed, and just gross and holes in the walls and really not livable. This home will cost the same amount to rehab as that house. So with a house like this, you kind of have to plan for even more than a regular rehab, just because you're fixing like all of the weirdness and stuff that's just not normal in this house, especially when you're picking up anyone else's project in the middle of the project, regardless of what it looks like. You're almost always going to spend more just correcting other people's weirdness. But specifically with this house, more for demo, just getting rid of all this stuff and all the tile and everything like that. But also you pretty much have to plan for sheetrocking like half the entire house, because of all the stuff that is stuck to the sheetrock. You really don't know what's behind it or how it was attached or anything like that. So for a house like this, you're going to have to do all of that stuff plus the normal rehab items like 2 new bathrooms, the new kitchen. This one also needs a roof, plus paint, flooring finishes, all the shit that you do in almost every single house. But to do that, this job, for in our area at least, rehab costs range a lot everywhere else. This is a $80,000 to $90,000 rehab, even though it really doesn't look like that much. It's just a good lesson for anyone out there that's rehabbing. You don't want to walk a home like this and like, oh, you know, it's livable, it's paint and flooring and things like that. Yes, you could do those things and only spend like 30, 40,000, but there's no way you're going to correct all of this stuff and put it back to normal for that type of rehab cost. That about wraps it up for this episode. I'm very curious if any of you guys have seen anything somewhat similar to this. I've seen a lot of shit, a lot of different shit, a lot of weird shit, a lot of fucked up shit, but never anything like the mine shaft inside of a house. So drop a comment if you have seen something similar, and if not, we'll catch you on the next episode.